All right, everybody, we are back. It's Thursday. I couldn't get my lighting right for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on, but you know what? I said, screw it. Let's go ahead and go. We don't want to be too late. There's no need to make people wait. And, we try to be punctual when we can, right? So, listen, want to say welcome to everybody that will be coming in and to the one that's in there watching. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. As they all say, welcome back for that old theme, welcome back harder. But hey, listen, man, we know it's a lot of stuff going on in the news as usual. And like always, I'm gonna talk about it, right? My raspy voice, me break this, as they say, get me this frog out my throat for a second. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. But hey, listen, we're going to talk about it. We got everything going on. And we know right now the hottest thing out there, they're trying to make Miss Crockett apologize, and she don't need to apologize for nothing. And if y'all watch her work that she's been talking this week, guess what? Like I always say, you got to be profane to be profound. And she in the halls cussing, and she is being profane and profound, whether you like it or not. But it's funny how they could talk about that, right? But they said nothing when the president we have now was running the first time, and he was making all kinds of remarks about the guy in the wheelchair, just being disrespectful to the disabled, and they had nothing to say about that. They was cool. They laughed. They loved it. The child crowd was just cheering for this guy, right? And I find it funny now. All of a sudden, the Republican Party has a sense of decency, even though our own president called somebody a son of a bitch. That's not my words. That was his words. He could call them a son of a bitch, right? So it's like you're dealing with people on one hand that are already struggling mentally because one thing I learned about the Republican Party, especially the black ones, the conservative, the spicy ones, and I'm gonna say the word spicy. You can take it however you want. It is what it is, and not going to deviate from it. It's not a derogatory term. I actually got a post where someone said, "Hey, that's derogatory towards the LBGT community," right? And if I said that right, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, what do you want me to do? They the ones going after y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm just pointing out they've got an LBGT community in the Republican Party. So I suggest you take your fight with them because I'm over here fighting for everybody, regardless of your sexual orientation or race or religion. I don't care. They do. So I'm gonna keep using the word spicy. Now, if you take it too hard, it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Um, I'm not deviating from that word. So get back to what I was saying here. And one thing I've learned about these black Republicans, they've got what we call on this side of the world. They've got liabilities. They don't have diabetes. They got liabilities because that's all they do. They twist and turn stories and just lie their way into popularity, right? And I don't knock a man for getting his money. I don't knock it, right? It's like I told y'all, go get that book by Clay Kings called Drifters. If you understand that, read that book, and you can do audio or visual. It's up to you, right? If you read that book, then you will understand that terminology, drifters, and why they are the way they are and the things they do. So don't get mad at Theo for calling it out for what it is, right? And we're gonna get into a litany of things. And but one of the things I want to talk about, and this is not going to be long. I was listening to DJ Envy over there. I don't remember the radio station. I watched them periodically, and he was making a point about the journalists who put out the conversation that they had on Signal. Now they're calling it Signal Gate, right? And he kept referring to America, as if this is going to hurt America because this guy's putting out truth. And I just want to let people understand. Um, Here's somebody who can use the word N word repeatedly on a national syndicated show, but can't say the word shit. He says ish, but he'll drop the N word repeatedly. So that should let you know something about that right there. And second of all, we need more people like this journalist. See, if we didn't have this journalist, we would have never known about what the federal government had involved in the crack epidemic when Gary Webb was a journalist who was going through the same thing, putting information out. People discredit him. He ended up dying in 2004, I believe. But if you don't know who he is, Google that name, Gary Webb. They did a movie about him. Matter of fact, in the movie, Rick Ross in there, not this Rick Ross, the real freeway Ricky Ross, and he's telling how the government was funding the crack epidemic, right? And so I want y'all to look at all that, because when people start talking about these journalists as if they shouldn't put out certain things because it's going to hurt America, that lets you know where they at right now. As Americans, we need to know everything. So, but I just want to touch on that for a minute. So let's get back to what's going on, right? Now, you got these fools, man. I want y'all to think about this. They're using a Signal app, right? I use WhatsApp. I'm a WhatsApp guy. The video is very clear when you send it. I love WhatsApp. But you're using an app that anybody can use, and you're relaying information. And I even put on my thumbnail some of the text messages, and you can see in those text messages, guess what? They showed what kind of airplanes they was going to be using. So this was classified information. And because they're so incompetent, and I'm going to say it again, they're so incompetent that this is what we're getting when it comes to national security. They always say the Democrats are soft on national security, but look at what these guys done. These are Republicans, and they're putting it out on an app that you and I can use, right? Now they're trying to say it wasn't classified, it was. They don't know which way they're going. And this is the problem. When you start talking about DEI, this is where your problem is right here. Now, we had a very professional, a man with experience, 4-star general, and they get rid of him over Department of Defense and bring in somebody with less than 10% of this man's time, 10% of this man's worth of what he's done for this country. And this is what you get, not including the fact that one of the guys that was in the conversation was in Russia at the time. So they could have easily caught this information and like, okay, we can let Iran know, we can let the Houthis know what's going on. But see, what they're not telling y'all is, see, we're getting ready to enter a war. And I thought Trump was a president where he was going to stop all these wars. And he's cranking the wars up. They're on every news site where we're going to bomb the Houthis or the Houtites, whoever you want to call it. We're going to bomb them. Well, we're in a war. We're in a war for a country that does nothing for this country. I need all my conservative, black, white, I don't care. I need y'all to tell me, why are we starting to attack somebody? And it's not just we're attacking them, they're attacking us. Now, don't get it twisted. These guys are actually hitting Navy ships. So we're paying the price now financially because we're going to have to rebuild. And they haven't reported yet. And I've already got the information. They haven't reported that 4 Americans died. So we're not talking about that. You see, that's one thing I love about these conservatives, man. They won't say nothing unless they told to say anything. You see what I'm saying? They won't say a word unless they're told to. Like we always say, they're good at getting on code. Theo ain't knocking that. They're very good at getting on code. And that's what they do at the end of the day. So it's like, okay, well, what are we doing here now? They're on code. So we're going to talk about Jasmine Crockett, right? And that's their whole thing. All because she called the man Hot Wheels. Didn't say nothing derogatory. Just she called them Hot Wheels. And they are losing their mind. They want to shut her down. You got all the black Republicans. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. She ghetto. The white Republicans, she ghetto. You got Michael, what's that guy name? Michael Rappaport, Jewish guy. And even he is putting out, oh, she's ghetto. Now let me tell y'all something. Tell y'all black people something. And white people. And whoever listening. If you in Nepal and Nepal and you're listening to this, let me tell you something. Ghetto, the original ghetto was not black people. Ghetto was started in Italy when the Jewish had a large population. And when they came over to the United States, they called it ghetto again because they grouped up. And then it started going to the Irish when they got here because they was living in such bad conditions. They start calling them the ghetto. See, we wasn't ghetto yet. We wasn't a part of the ghetto community yet, right? We didn't get to be ghettos until the late 60s and 70s. Then the black areas, they start calling them ghetto. So when someone say that blacks are ghetto, don't take it as offense. It started with the Jewish people over in Italy. And then when it came here, then it started with the Irish ghettos. And then they gave it on to us as if we've coined that phrase. If that phrase was made because of us, nah, it wasn't happening. It was already being called ghettos. Wait for us. So when they do that crap, don't even worry about it. Just take it for what it is. And if y'all picking up what I'm putting down, you understand how it works. You get what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna worry about them calling us ghetto. So let me get back to it. So she called the man Hot Wheels, right? And my thing is, so what? She called him Hot Wheels. There's nothing offensive about that. If the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, I believe that is his name, Greg Abbott. If he's got a problem with what she said, he should stand up to her. He should stand up. Why isn't he saying anything? He should stand up to Jasmine Crockett. If he's got a problem with her, he should stand up. But see, here's the problem with this whole thing. What they don't want to let nobody know, right? I want y'all to think about this. See, because of DEI, there's a reason why federal, state buildings, and even local buildings have to have a wheelchair access ramp because of DEI programs. See, they ain't telling y'all that. So here's what I need them to do in Texas. And everybody know I got a great friend from Texas, OB. I need y'all to rip up all the wheelchair accessible ramps in the state area. Just rip them all up, right? And now let's see the governor go to work. Because we want to get rid of DEI. We don't want to make it so this man feel helpless. He should feel just like every other Texan down there. They walk their way in. If they can't walk, they got a cane. If they don't have a cane, they got their walker, right? They figuring out. Even a baby can figure out in his walker how to move around. So my only thing is, I love Jasmine Crockett. I'm behind her all the way. And guess what? Greg Abbott, if you got a problem with her, stand up to her. Stand up or shut up. Because your state down there getting a lot of infrastructure money that your senators voted against. You see how that works? See, we can play this game. See, they don't like Jasmine Crockett because she's doing what they're doing now. That's what it is. See how they used to call y'all remember when Obama was in office and they had the song Barack the Magic Negro? Remember that? Nobody denounced that. Nobody denounced that. Calling him all kinds out of his name. We got President Trump. Oh, he's talking about a guy who was in a wheelchair who had a disability. Oh, he's making jokes in the crowd laugh. Y'all remember when Tim Walz was on that stage and his son was giving a shout out back to his dad and he was crying. And they was all on Fox News. Even Ted Cruz said something about it. And they was just laughing and talking about the boy like a dog. And this guy had mental issues, right, that he's dealing with. And as a father, you know, we don't want anything to go wrong with our kids. But here it is. You got a guy who's running to be the vice president. Kids got some disabilities, mental disabilities, not a lot, but just a little. And they're making fun of it. But they got a problem with Jasmine Crockett or Miss Jasmine Crockett calling the Texas governor Hot Wheels. Y'all see what we're dealing with here in this country? You see what we deal with? They want to call him. They get mad because she said the word Hot Wheels. I'm gonna keep saying it. If he got a problem with her, stand up to her. She should go to the state office, have a sit down with her. Well, let her stand, and he stand up to her if he's got a problem with her. But I'm telling you, y'all down in Texas, you over here on this blue team, I feel sorry that you're down there. But you know what? We all over, so we're gonna support you no matter what. Have them rip up them wheelchair accessible ramps. See, we don't want to be giving no DEI to nobody. Because if he needs that ramp, then the state of Texas need to get him out of there. They need to get him out. He's not qualified for the job because he needs DEI to operate. So get him the hell out of there. That's what you need to do. Get him out. That's the best thing to do. And we don't have to worry about DEI because it's funny. All these people keep benefiting from DEI. So get rid of this. Almost cut. Get rid of it. That's my thing. Just get rid of it. We good to go. I'm with y'all. I say it all the time. I'm with you. Get rid of it. That's just it. And if anybody could let me know, put it in the chat. If John Wilt Boots and if his family's still living, let me know. I'd like to talk to him. And if you don't know who John Wilt Boots is, look it up in the chat and then just let me know if any family members still living. And we can go from there. You know, that's the way I see it. Because apparently we need a hero right about now in this country. Because what we got ain't working. I'm just keeping it real. What we got is not working. So let's get back to this signal gate thing. Here we go again, right? And here it is. They're just putting all kind of information out and texting each other. I mean, to my Republican friends and conservatives, even the spicy ones, right? How y'all feel about this? How y'all feel about here it is? They're giving away top secret information. They complained. Wait a minute now, hold up. Y'all remember Hillary emails? You remember that? And come to find out what she was trying to withhold wasn't even classified. It wasn't classified. They proved that. FBI proved it wasn't classified, but they made a big stink about this thing. Oh, her emails. And now, you know what they're saying? Oh, they made a mistake. I'll be damned. They made a mistake. No, they all should have to lose their jobs, especially Tulsi Gilbert. She's always been known as a Russian agent. So they all should lose their jobs. This is what happens when you bring incompetent people into an arena where we need experience, we need education, and a great skill set to do the job. And we have none of that. And y'all mad about DEI, and here it is. You got people literally on an open platform talking about the U.S. striking another country or a sector of a country. Doesn't matter how you want to address it. Doesn't matter to me. Pick your poison. But these are just facts, right? This is what they're doing. And it seems to me that the Republicans, and this is to the ones I know, because I'm going to put the call in and we can call in and talk about it. Y'all ain't saying nothing about this. Y'all cool with this. But as soon as somebody call the governor Hot Wheels, y'all get mad. You get mad. Like I said, rip the shit up. Rip up those wheelchair accessories for the governor in Texas and make him get in there. Like, if I have to go to the state building, I don't live there, but if I had to, I need him to do it the same way I did or figure it out. That's what he needs to do. Now, y'all can say whatever you want. Don't matter to me. I could care less, but I'm just keeping it real. That's what he needs to do. You get what I'm saying? So we're on the cuffs of all this, right? And there's more to come with all these leaks. We're going to find out there's more leaks. Sentences have hearings, and they can't tell you if it's classified or not classified. Okay, cool. I get it. You don't know, but you should know. That's your job. Now they don't want to tell it. So if it's not classified, I'm like the hearing center. Hey, just release the information. That's all you got to do. You know, like I said, it's so much going on. And listen, I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to say it again at the end. They've got a big march going on April the 5th all over this country. They protesting the president and Elon Musk. I'm going to say this right now to all the black people. Y'all sit your asses down. Don't you get out there in that mess. Don't get out there. Now, I might go out there, take my cell phone and do a live out there because I've got to work that day. You know, some of us black liberals over here, we do work. I know what y'all be saying. The black people they don't work. They're looking for Section 8 and welfare. We work over here. But if I get a chance, if I get off time enough, I'm going to take my cell phone out there. I think they're doing it in Hartford, Connecticut. I'm going to do live right out there, and I'm going to talk to the people, see what's on their mind. Because I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what you complained about now. You had a chance to vote. You didn't vote. See, all these people didn't vote. Now they're mad. So I'm sorry. This is what happens when you don't vote. You decide not to vote. This is what you get. So ain't no need to complain about it. You get what I'm saying? But there's a couple things I wanted to discuss. And if y'all notice how the president of the United States claimed it was terrorism to what they did to Elon Musk, right? They called it terrorism. And I'm like, okay, how's that terrorism? It don't make sense. You know, they said black people burning buildings down during Black Lives Matter. So that wasn't terrorism. Let's see. What else we had? We had a couple bombings, and they kind of called that terrorism. But they didn't want to say it was terrorism, right? So we don't want to scare the public. But with Elon Musk, this was terrorism. So I went down the rabbit hole. I'm about to show y'all something. Y'all can believe me or not. If you don't, you don't. I don't care. I'm just putting it out there, right? And The reason why they call it terrorism now, because the government is going to pick up the tab for all the damage and losses that Elon Musk procured through this. See, y'all don't understand the playbook. They saying this is terrorism, and the government's going to pick up slack. So let me pull this up right here, move myself over to the side. So let's see if y'all can see me. All right, I'm over here down at the bottom now. Here we go. Now here it is. It's actually called the Terrorism Risk Insurance Act, TRIA. All right, I'm gonna read through this briefly. Created as a temporary federal program to provide backstop insurance claim related to certified acts of terrorism. Okay, let's see. Continue financial capacities. Insurers provide coverage for terrorist risk. So what's the purpose? Let's just do a little backdrop. To ensure the continued financial capacity of users to provide coverage of risk from certified acts of terrorism. Well, I'll be damned. So you mean to tell me, just hide that and get myself back on the screen. You mean to tell me that if you have commercial insurance, you can get this, it's called TRIA. You can have this policy, and as long as it's determined or deemed as terrorism, then the federal government picks up 80% and the insurance company picks up 20%. Y'all ain't heard what I just said. So if you got commercial insurance and you have this policy for terrorism, and they deemed that the attack was terrorism, because that's what the president said, not me. Then Fox News started screaming it's terrorism. That the government picks up 80% and the regular insurance picks up 20%. So I wonder if this is why the president said this was terrorism. I wonder if that's why he said this was terrorism, because it sounds like to me, just my opinion, my little 2 cents, which doesn't have too much weight. I mean, I can get some cigarettes, but only that's about all the money I got, is they're protecting each other. And y'all talking about Elon gonna cut out all this money, he gonna do that. And here it is, he laughing to the bank. They name it terrorism, so now the government's gonna go in, and guess what? The government's gonna pay for 80% of his losses until he's able to get everything back up and running. So this could be months. So trust me, I don't even think these are what they call liberals or Antifa, people mad at Musk. No, they're doing this on their own. Now, we know how the government playbook worked. We've seen it during Black Lives Matter. The FBI came out and stated that all the agitators that was breaking glass, even the one that killed the cops, were not members of Black Lives Matter. Hell, 3 of them were white. And they were not Antifa or Black Lives Matter. So we know how the government can play this game. So to all you Trump supporters, y'all getting played. Literally, y'all getting played like the old cello I have in my place. I haven't played that thing in a while, but I still got it. So if you don't know what an old cello is, go look it up. I love to play those things. But at the end of the day, y'all getting played, man. Y'all literally showing us that not only did y'all vote incompetence, you guys are incompetent because you don't understand the playbook, right? And listen, we got a president right now who is defining judges' orders. Now we getting into what they call, I don't know what the white boys always say, tranny. I don't like a tranny government, right? They're good for that. Or tyrannical is what it is, but they always call it tranny. Give them props for saying it. I ain't knocking them there, right? Get a look at this agua in my voice here. And the judge does say, hey, man, you can't be sending people back out like that, right? He don't care. He's doing it anyway. So he's defying judge's orders. So he's saying my word is law. Nobody else's words matters, right? And I'm like, oh, man, this is crazy. Then you're paying the government that you're sending these people to. He's actually paying them to house the prisoners. He could do that here, but he'd rather pay them. But I thought he was going to bring jobs back. Wouldn't that be jobs of needing to hire more correctional officers to watch these people? No, we're going to pay another country. Again, I thought he was bringing the jobs back. Y'all getting duped again. And I'm just going to say this, since we're talking about sending people out of the country. Uh, to my Cubans, and we all know that President Trump is trying to get rid of roughly 500 and is it 530,000? My memory's not right. Where it used to be, let me say it that way. 530,000, and that includes Cubans, Haitians, and I'm not big on them letting the Haitians, get the Haitians out of here. But the Cubans, y'all voted for this man overwhelmingly in Miami. Overwhelmingly. Y'all giving out salsa and freaking ham and cheese sandwiches left and right. If you've been down in Miami, you know those Cuban ham and cheese sandwiches I'm talking about. So, to my Cubans who are about to get deported, all Theo can say, as if I'm an umpire on home plate, you're out of here. And that's my word on it. You're out of here. Get them out of here. They ain't supposed to be over here. Get them out of here. Because, see, they only here because of a rule that Biden put in play for them to come here, and Trump got rid of it. And they voted for this. So why are you complaining? I'm watching the lady. Oh, I don't want to be separated from my son. We ain't gonna separate y'all both asses out of here. Out of here. Get out. I said it. Get out. We need it's time to bring a new group in here. We need y'all out of here. Because we see y'all don't know how to vote or read. Because if you did, you wouldn't be in this situation. And this lady, she couldn't even speak English, and she's doing an interview talking about she don't want to leave. Get the hell out of here with that mess, man. Trump, send me down there. I get out personally. I'll take her myself. I put her and son in the car. Get them out of here. That's all I need is a boat. Cuba ain't but 90 miles from the coastline. I would take them myself. So you see, that's where we at. Because you got to fight fire with these people. You get what I'm saying? This is how it works. You got to fight fire with fire. When they do stuff like this, and then when stuff starts to happen to them, you don't sit there and say, we need to do better. No, get ass out of here. See you. See you when I see you. I got some more stuff I want to pull. Let me see if I can get going here. See, for some reason today, I just feel like reading. All right, let's see if this is one of my topics here. Okay, here we go. Let me move myself over again, make myself small. Now, we all talk about egg prices. Everybody's talking about how the egg prices. And here's the article from the New York Times. Agriculture Department looks to import eggs as prices soar. Now, y'all see that? You see what I'm saying? The 5 that's in here. You see what I'm saying? He's going to import eggs to bring the price down and trick everybody and say, oh, see, I brought the prices down. So now we got to get eggs brought from another country. They're talking with North Korea, Venezuela. I can't remember. There was another. Oh, Turkey. Turkey. They're talking about bringing eggs all the way over from there, right? And so he can say he brought the prices down. And I'm like, man, this guy here's a piece of work. But y'all know me. I used to say all the time with OB. Here's the caveat. See, here's the caveat right here. I'm about to read it to you. Man, I need my glasses. I don't have them with me. I'm going to be struggling with y'all because I don't have my glasses. All right, it says the Trump administration is trying to find foreign eggs to lower price, then immediately tax them to raise prices. They actually did a fact check on this, and it says, yes, fact. The Trump administration is trying to find foreign eggs to lower the prices, then immediately tax them and raise the prices. You see, wait a minute. Y'all sit here talking all this mess. Oh, man, Trump gonna do this, Trump gonna do that. And here it is. This man is sitting up here literally trying to get eggs from another country to basically flood the market with eggs, but tax them at a higher rate so they won't go up. The price won't drop as much. You see, this is why I say Don the con all day, every day. And y'all, I almost cussed. Y'all people that voted for him, you sitting there talking all this mess. What he gonna do? He ain't gonna do nothing for you. You see? See, it don't take much just to do a little research. That's it. It don't take much. Just I ain't gonna say Google everywhere. You got to Google, but you got to get your sources now. Just everything on Google ain't truthful. Everything in Wikipedia is not truthful because you got to find out who put it in there. It's the source that counts, right? So all these things are going on here. I got another one I want to throw out there real quick because I'm gonna throw some stuff out there that I'm gonna start talking about and just keep it moving. Got another one. Oh, that's the old one. That ain't it. Not that one. Nope, not that one. Oh man, don't tell me I didn't put the story in here. Here we go. Here we go. All y'all talking about we need to get rid of the illegal immigrants, right? We need to get rid of this person, get rid of this person. Here it is 67, and that number's up. 67 white. I talked about this last week too. 67,000 white South Africans have expressed interest in Trump's plan to give them refugee status. Now, y'all, how we going to afford these white South Africans? Well, we can't afford to take care of the poor white people we got. Now, I know y'all ain't talking about bringing more white people. We got our own white people that we are together with as one because we're united, black and white. And we're going to bring some more over here that are from apartheid area. So to all you black conservatives, now, if they bring these people over, they're used to apartheid. They're used to basically, it's what we call sundown towns here. They live on their side of the street. Blacks aren't allowed in these areas with these white South Africans. To all my black Republicans, now, y'all sure this is what you want? This is what they said now. And Trump said he's going to give them, this going to be rapid status. So rapidly, they're going to get Section 8. Rapidly, they're going to get food stamp. Rapidly, they're going to get some kind of way, get pushed forward to get jobs, or they're going to do them like the Ukrainians and just buy them freaking houses. And they sit there and they be in the area. And before you know it, you say, oh man, I didn't know it was a Ukraine school here. I didn't even know they had that. But your kids can't go. See, that's your tax dollars. So don't get mad at Theo for telling the truth. I'm just putting it where the ghost can get it. This is what he's doing. So I need all my black Republicans, your spicy ones, to tell me what's going on here. Why are we doing this? Y'all ain't making sense. Literally, you're not making sense. You see what I'm saying? This is what this man, and all because of Elon Musk. Now, this is a guy who was raised in a very racist, segregated South Africa. You don't think he don't still harbor his same way he was raised? We all react on how we was raised. So I don't want to hear that crap. Y'all can play that game with somebody else. You see, this is what you voted for. Oh, Trump, he ain't this and he ain't that. He all that we said he was. You voted for this. You know, somebody put in the comment, America first. I gotta post that up there. America first. Yeah, I feel you. You're right, America first. But these spicy Republicans, they don't think America first. They don't care about that, right? They just want to get that money and talk bad about black people and I don't want to say misquote anybody, but basically keep you confused. That's what their job is. Just keep you confused. They don't care as long as they getting that check, right? That's it. So like I said, right now, the hottest thing they could talk about is Jasmine Crockett. That's it. That's all they got. That's it. And I will stand on this. We supporting that young lady, her fine ass. And I'm not just supporting her because of that, but she is fine. I ain't gonna lie. And when she run again, if I have to move down there to work on her team, I guess I'll be moving to Texas. And y'all know I don't want to go to Texas. Hot down there. But for her, I'll make that. That's the only person I'll make that move for. If Jesus came back today, I'm like, man, listen, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm good where I'm at. But if she called, I'm going. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going. Head first, running down there like gasoline draws at the end of the day. So you can take it for whatever it is, however you want to do it. Doesn't matter to me, right? But that's where we at right now with all this foolishness and people typing classified information, dealing with attacks on another country. They use this tax to each other. And then this is what's so sad, right? They so stupid that they text a journalist to bring him in the fold. You see what I'm saying? They text this man to bring him in the conversation, but then get mad when he start talking about the conversation. That lets you know right there the incompetence of these people. But these same black Republicans, they gonna spin the block, come back and park and wait till they get their marching orders on what to say about this specific situation. And you know what? Ain't none of them talking about it. They're not saying a word. All they know, Jasmine Crockett. I told y'all this when I did my first live. Not my first one, but a couple weeks back. I told y'all this playbook. Whatever's going on, they got to find a black woman to attack. That's all they got. I keep trying to tell y'all this, right? And you know, you had your naysayers, and then they don't know what they talking about. They can't give you no facts. They can give you a bunch of dumb, almost cuss, bunch of dumb stuff. That's what they can give you, but they ain't give you no facts on nothing. You see, that's just the way it is. And it's like, you know what, man? At this point, I say send them old Republicans, send their asses out of here too. Get them out the country. They ain't no good for nothing. Nothing. Black or the white one. Send them out. That's just my opinion. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Mr. Mario Cardwell's in here. I hope that brother got a good cell phone signal. Last time, man, he was all over the place. I want to make sure he can hear me. That's all I'm asking for. You know what I mean? Brother had that Trump phone. And y'all know what? Do y'all remember those gold shoes that Trump was selling? And they had the guy on Fox News, and he was saying and stating, more or less, not saying, that this is really gonna get the attention of the black Americans because we like fancy stuff and gold. They literally on TV calling y'all dumb and idiotic, right? Now here's the thing. 1,000, I was reading a report this morning. 1,000 of these shoes were sold, right? And 1,000 of these shoes were sold. 40% of them they sent back because they realized, man, I don't want this stuff. And they even got you. They try to gear it towards black people. They put the red bottom under there. You see what I'm saying? So they want to gear that towards black people. You see? So that's just the way it works, man. You know, as usual, that's why I called the guy Don the Con. Like, look, I was hoping, because my man's will be making me some hats. And right now, the hat is that Elon, everybody is wearing. It says Trump was right about everything, right? I'm going to get the same hat, but it's going to say Trump was wrong about everything. You see, I'm going to play their game. You get me? I'm going to do their wordplay. I'm going to have my hat going to say Trump was wrong about everything. Same way they got the hat says Trump was right about everything. Mine's going to say Trump was wrong about everything. You see? That's how we're going to do that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You got me? And that's how we're going to do it, because at the end of the day, we just going to keep it going. You know, I still got somebody says, no heads up. You won't be invited to Thanksgiving this year. Well, the turkey wasn't all that good last year when I got invited. I'm just going to put it out there. The food was not that good. I can say it, I'm on the internet now. The food was not that good. You see what I'm saying? And if you subscribe, you should be getting alert. Unsubscribe and resubscribe. But the food was not that good. So I see this time Theo's going to have to cook when he make his flight to South Carolina, to California, to see my big sis like I did last year. So I guess, hey, it is what it is, y'all. The turkey wasn't all that. That's just a California thing with the turkey. Nice family, beautiful family. We all had fun. But the turkey was not all that. I just had to put it out there. So take it for what it is. But let me get back to it, because you see how y'all they coming and interrupted me as soon as I start talking about something. So, like I said, that the new hats are coming. I did get somebody asked me about the hat, so I just figured I'd wear it again. And I did tell him if he wanted one, I can get him a hat. It's not a problem. But there was a couple that I got coming. And everybody know the Don the Con t-shirt. I got that. I just got to the webpage, and you know, if those are wanting, hey, I'm taking ideas from everybody. If somebody gives me a good idea and that shirt sells, they get 10% of what I make on that shirt. I can't just screw nobody like that. You see what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know, that's the way I see it. And hey, we're going to make it do what it do. Hold on, I got to respond to a comment here. You got somebody being sassy. You know what I mean? We ain't going to have you up here being sassy now. You got me? We're not going to have you up here getting sassy on the show. Not going to happen. We ain't going to deal with that. But I said, get back to the news. Yes, I'm getting back to the news with these spicy Republicans. And like I said, y'all know what time it is with this Don the Con and everything he's doing out here. Supposedly now, you know, he's making America great again. Oh, let me say this is what I want to talk about. I gotta start writing stuff down. I'm not gonna lie. My memory is somebody told me the other day, and they said, man, I don't see how you can remember something from the 17th century, not 1700s, from the 17th century, but you can't remember something I sent you 2 days ago, a text message. So if anybody know anything I need to do medical wise, let me know, because I got to get my short-term memory back. It is horrible. You see what I'm saying? But Elon Musk and Social Security, right? Let's talk about this. Elon Musk, he keeps saying he's finding all this fraud. And they say they found $300 million worth of fraud where the people are dead, right? And they're still sending out checks. And I know the Mario Kart worlds of the world. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got people been dead and they getting checks. You see what I'm saying? All these black conservatives, yeah, they dead and getting checks. See, that's right. Elon finding all this stuff. People 200 years old, ain't about 200 years getting checks. But here's what they didn't tell y'all, and they had to let this fool know. See, that's why I say it's a money grab. They're trying to bankrupt Social Security so they can privatize it. But I get it. Some of y'all mentally aren't there. You can't think that far. So they're going to dumb it down and make it look easy for you, right? What they found out is people were getting Social Security benefits from where the guy had died, and the child is now getting the benefits. Survival benefits is what they call Social Security survival benefits, where the husband died and the wife is getting the benefits, right? See, this is what we got going on. You got somebody in there talking about there's fraud and doesn't even understand how Social Security works. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand how Social Security works, but they talking about it's fraud. You see? This is the problem. And you got these stupid, well, it's 30 minutes in, I can cuss. You got these stupid ass Republicans, these dumbass conservatives, right? And the spicy ones right there with them holding hands and don't even understand there's a such thing called Social Security survivor benefits. And they pay them out every year. See, but they trying to trick you and saying, see, this is fraud because they know your dumb asses don't know nothing. You see how that works? They know your dumb asses don't know anything how Social Security works, and it sounds good. That's what it is. It sounds good, but the facts are the facts. Now, if y'all want to continue to let this man ruin your Social Security, your chances of getting it, be my guest. Go ahead, do what you got to do. But when it comes down to you getting a check and you done paid into it and now you can't get no check, I want to, please call me because my number been the same for over 26 years. Same number. I have no desire to change it anytime soon. So reach out. That's all I want to know. Reach out. You see? I'm putting you in it, Mario. You supported this man. Don't run now. See, if you're gonna be a conservative and a black conservative, don't run when I turn this heat on. You see? Because I'm gonna put this hot comb around the side of your ear and sizzle you. No Vaseline around there. So don't run now. The heat getting on. This is what y'all voted for. See, Mario, I'm trying to get some of your buddies to come in that be talking all that stuff on other channels, but they don't want none of this smoke because I'm going to speak facts. I ain't got to go with, we ain't going to be talking about nobody sniffing no seats over here. We talking straight up truth. And I can prove everything I say. You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter to me. Once I learn how to split these screens and bring stuff up individually while I'm doing it, because I think I'm gonna get another computer, I'm gonna start kicking y'all right where it goes. Right where it goes. You get me? Because I'm tired of all this mess, man. Y'all sitting up here running all last year. And let's be honest, I'm gonna bring it up again. A lot of you black men didn't want to vote for a black woman when you start out as a woman before you leave the womb. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Everybody's a woman in birth, and then you either become a man or you become now a lot of y'all men, this is nothing towards the LGBT community. We respect that community. But a lot of y'all men act like women anyway. Especially a lot of y'all black men. A lot of y'all black men y'all just emotional. That's what it is. He talking about what black woman? What do you mean? What black woman? We ain't even. I'm gonna entertain that later. If you want to know what black woman, oh, here you go. Look, okay, look. Here you go. Here you go. I'm gonna put up what he said, y'all. Look up what actual conservatism is. Conservative. It should be conservatism. Let's see. We got to help these brothers. Is not what MSDNC. Is that supposed to be MSBC? Jesus Christ, brother. I don't know what MSDNC is. Is that supposed to be MSBC? Tells you. Ain't nobody got to tell Theo nothing. Theo knows what he's talking about. You just look up. No, don't tell me to look it up. You tell me what it is. Just what I'm talking. I almost dropped the N word. Pick up the phone and call in if your service is good. And you tell us what conservative or conservatism is. You tell us. Matter of fact, brother, any of y'all out there that's on that other side of the aisle, Theo ain't got nothing against your person. Don't get it twisted. If you're on the other side of that aisle, when the Whigs party shut down, won't y'all tell me who started the Republican Party? Tell me. Because black started the Republican. Black didn't start no Republican Party. Now, I know who did. I know one of the men who did. I know it. So I need y'all to tell me who started it. Don't go look it up. Call in. And if you tell me, I need you to give me some information on this brother. He ain't no brother, but I call him my brother. This is why we need a lot of John Browns still running around. Because if I was John Brown was still living, if he got a descendant, I need to find out. Matter of fact, his birthday, excuse me, I think it's May the 9th. I gotta look it back up. I think it is May the 9th. He's from Connecticut. So, and me and another guy, we're trying to get Torrington, Connecticut to give this guy a statue. I'm not sure if he's got any more lineage and living at all. I wish he did. But if he does, I'm definitely going to find him. But we're trying to get him a statue. But if he was alive today, I'd be right there with him to take some of y'all to talk to some of y'all. You know, just say how you doing and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what I would be doing. And yeah, and my man said he's put this post up. Oh man, Mr. DB215 says I am a John Brown Republican. They don't know nothing about that. They all they know is what they was told yesterday. That's it. With they spicy asses. That's all they know, man. They don't know anything about what's real and what's not real. So they can talk all that stuff. But hey, we love them all, right? We love them all. When I say we love them, here's the thing from a biblical perspective. We love the sinner, but we hate the sin. See, we hate that they got a lying tongue, right? That's what we hate. And the reason why I brought that up, because you got the governor in Oklahoma who's trying to purchase all these Trump Bibles. They're not King James or New Testament, not the Apocrypha. I said it wrong, Apocrypha. Not the Catechism, Catholic Bible. Not even the New Testament. He want to put the Trump Bible and put that in school. And I talked about this before. You see the kind of stuff they doing? This wasteful spending what we got going on in this country. And none of these black conservatives are saying a word about this. Because I told y'all, if they're not allowed, they're told what to say. See, we free over here. See, we free. We can say what we want. Y'all got to wait on Massa to tell you what to say. You see the difference? Y'all got to wait on Massa to tell you what to say. We free. We can say what we want over here. I ain't got to tell no lie. I can speak how I want to speak, but not them black conservatives. Oh no, man. They got to wait. They literally President Trump right now could get caught in a scandal of let's see, make something simple. A scandal of stealing the White House press secretary makeup, because he wears a lot of makeup, right? He can get caught in that scandal, and they will sit there and wait. Okay, well, can we talk about this? Because they got a little network they call each other on and online and all that. I follow a lot of these guys because you got to get on their Patreon channel for them to tell you something that you already know how to Google something, right? So I pay my little $1.19 a month just to see get some intel. And they literally will be talking about everything else but that, right? But when it's time to open their YouTube channel up or their StreamYard or Patreon or whatever they're on, whatever they're on, when it's time, now they got to try to bring up, find something that a black woman did or said, and then they want to talk about it. See, they can't talk about anything that's going on because the white man didn't tell them. And y'all know I ain't got nothing against white people. I just said it that way. Got some good white friends, love them to death, old and young. And they know my political stance. So this is why I can say what I say. And a lot of them agree with me, and some of them don't. And guess what? I still love them. They got to agree with me. Oh, yeah, here's another one. And Trump is a Andrew Jackson Republican. Yeah, he's an Andrew Jackson Republican. And we all know what Andrew Jackson did. We all know about Andrew Jackson. You know, he's one of the reasons why you ain't got the 40 acres in the mute. He's one of the reasons why. And now, have y'all heard the story? Glad that was brought to my attention. Have y'all heard the story now? Trump wants to give the people from January 6th, he wants to give them reparations for what they went through. You see what he wants to give them reparations. Now we know, we hear stories about Mr. Wilson, who was in jail for 40 years for a crime he didn't commit, right? There was always somebody said he did it. Some cricket cop said he did it, and they give him $3, $4, $5 million. And I don't think anybody can agree with that. But when we got people, we see who broke the law, literally, right? Who literally broke the law. He decides, you know what? I'm gonna give all y'all a pardon. And even though some of them killed cops, we're gonna give you a pardon. Some of them defecated in the White House. See, it shows you how nasty these are, these Republicans and these spicy conservatives are. They up there defecating and urinating in places. They can't use the bath. They got bathrooms there. No, they got to defecate on people's desks, on the floor. That's how nasty they are, right? So he gives them a party. So now he's talking about giving them financial restitution. You see, he wants to give them, and he said reparations. He wants to give them that. Now, I wanted to pull it up on the video, but I don't want to get a copyright strike like I did last time because I'm learning all this, and I'm going to have to figure out how to get the video chopped up. Don't worry, it's going to be coming. Give me another 30 days. I'm about to change the whole format. And but he wants to give them reparations, but at the same time, hold on, text message come in. All right, let me give y'all 1 second. Answer. My daughter's texting me. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. All right, we're back. Just had to finish the text from my daughter. So he wants to give them reparations, but you can't even get a study to look at reparations for descendants of slaves, right? And then when you bring that up, what the first thing them black, well, who gonna pay for it? Huh? You gonna make all of America? They wasn't slave. You wasn't slave. Hey, hold up. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this right now. The next time a black conservative, a conservative period, I don't care what the color they are, they could be a conservative dog. When they say that, you tell them Theo said this. Well, why are we giving money to the Jewish community? Why did we give money to the Japanese here? Why did we do that? Hold up. Why did we give money to the Italians when their family was killed, when they went down there protesting civil rights, when they was trying to stop black people from voting, and those 3 Italians got killed? Why did the federal government give their family money? Huh? Why they give them reparations for that? Why are we giving the Native Americans restoration? Huh? And we know for a fact, the ones who are getting it, the ones who own casinos, by birth, they're not even Native Americans. They $5 Indians. They pretended. They brought their way in to being a Native American because they knew what the government's about to give them. And people say, well, I wasn't no slave. I shouldn't have. Ain't nobody asked you to pay for nothing. See, if they ever sit down and let them lay out how it works, it's only going to be money coming from the institutions who benefited from it, fool. not your poor ass down there in Alabama. You need reparations just like everybody else. You living below the poverty line. You don't even pay taxes. So what makes you think it's coming out of your check? My money pays for you to live in the trash hole you live in. Don't give me that. I almost cussed again. Don't give me that crap. Trying to make all this mess. Kim, that's how that. You wasn't no slave. You don't know what I was. You don't know what I was. See, it's funny. They'll tell you weren't no slave, but then if you say, well, hey, man, I'm a descendant. Then if you say, well, hey, man, these aren't slaves. These are prisoners of war. Oh, no, there you go with that, right? They can't think. You throw them off. Because I remember back in 2007, there's a young guy in South Carolina who was tied up in a restaurant by a chain. And that white owner made him work 12 to 20 hours a day in that restaurant. And people came in there all the time. White people didn't say a word when they seen him with the chain on his leg. He was literally a modern day slave. Y'all think we can get some money for him? Because he was in slavery. To all my black Republicans and conservatives, you think we can get a check for him? Since y'all don't want nobody else getting that, because I'm sorry, I'm not asking nobody in lower Alabama to help pay for anything. Y'all walking in feces with your hook and worm disease. Why would I want you to pay for something? Hell, I might have to come down and get you and give you some of my money. And I ain't got much to give. I ain't got nothing for myself. But I might need to give you some money. So that's where the money gonna come from. So if Trump can give these people restitution, then he can look at and say, you know what, we're gonna get the black people something. You see? Because all y'all black conservative always be out here talking all that mess. Oh, man, the Democrat, they got you on the plantation. They got you on I love when they say, oh, they got you on the plantation. They love to say we on the plantation. The most horrific thing in the world, they're going to throw out at us. We on the plantation, and they the ones that are tearing their own people down. You see? That's a plantation right there. That's a plantation right there. See, you're right, young lady. They have a slave mentality. You see what I'm saying? See, anytime you find black people willing to go against the betterment of other black people, they on the plantation. You see? Y'all remember that movie, Django? Y'all remember that movie? That old black guy, he had it good. Everybody else getting kicked in the ass left and right, and he faking he hurt, so he get the sign stuff on. Master treated him good. See, that's what they want. See, these black conservatives, Republicans, the spicy ones, they don't have any interest in seeing you move ahead. They constantly want to keep you back, but they'll move forward as long as they know they can keep you back. And y'all mad at the white man. My problem ain't with the white man. Loves me a good white man. My problem with you black conservatives. Y'all the problem. See? Y'all the problem. We get rid of y'all. And I said it like y'all. We get rid of y'all black conservatives and black Republicans, even the spicy ones. We get rid of y'all. We good. We good. Because every good movement we done in this country, let me tell you something. These black conservatives have always been against it. See, let me tell y'all something. This is what they don't tell you. They love to talk about Dr. Martin Luther King. And I would say it all the time. The man was a great orator. He had some, and I ain't talking about that I have a dream speech crap. I shouldn't call it crap. Stuff. Listen to some of his other works. But what I know is a lot of those black Republicans didn't even let him speak at their church. This is a Southern man who couldn't even go into churches of some of these places down south. They didn't want him there. They called him a rebel rouser. See, he all down there on the chitless circuit, and they didn't want that man in there. Y'all help me. Now tell me, does that make any sense at all? They didn't want him there. No, they refused to do it. You see, that's what the problem was. And we have it right now to this day. We have these same kind of black conservatives, black Republicans that always want to talk about God. Oh, we the party, we the party of God. How you the party of God and you supporting a man that breaks at least 3 of the commandments every day? 3 of them. Man has a lying tongue, but you a man of God and you support him. And then the first thing is, well, you can't judge nobody. I ain't judging. I'm just asking you questions about it. You can't say you a man of God and you supporting this kind of wickedness. No, y'all need to go somewhere with that. And then we've all, some of us, depending on what you do as a job, we're starting to see the effects of tariffs. You see, now we're starting to see the effect. The economy is slowing down. Consumer spending is slowing down. People are frightened. They don't know whether to buy, whether not to buy. And once you get that mindset going on within the consumers, guess what? The economy slows down. All because this guy, I thought this guy was supposed to make everything great. You see? Now he's playing with that stock market. For those who invest, y'all know what I'm talking about. He's playing with that stock market. And all I can tell you is this. Don't be scared when it goes down. If you have money to invest, just invest in it. Why? Get it at a cheaper rate. It will go back up. The stock market always does. But for some of us, we don't have the time for that, to play that game, right? We don't have it. So we got to really be looking at everything that's going on. Can we benefit from what we see that's going on? I say yes to a certain degree. If you have that disposable income, you can benefit from it. But if you're barely making it right now, like me, right? You're barely making it. You don't have that kind of money just to be trying to invest. You need every dollar you got. And I'm with you on it. And if you're in a situation, you're losing your job right now, think a black Republican. If you're losing your job and your wife comes home and tell you she's now been cut because of Elon Musk and she's has just about made tenure in the company, but she loses all that she's done so far, go think a black conservative. You get what I'm saying? So all you people are losing your jobs, working for the forest industry, national parks. When you see a black Republican, black conservative, thank them. Say thank you for voting me to lose my job. Thank you, because now I have no way of making income because the job market is already tight and there's not a lot available in my area. So I just want to say thank you. You see? So if you're a veteran, if your family's a veteran, and you see that their benefits are getting cut, make sure you walk up to a black conservative, preferably Anton Daniels. Walk up to them and whatever they want to call themselves. I don't know if they were conservatives, Republicans, or spicy. I don't know. But if they got the Make America Great hat on or whatever, walk up to them and say, thank you for costing you your job and bringing life trauma to you. Thank you for cutting benefits where I paid my time in the military, surgery after surgery, and now you vote somebody in to cut benefits that's never served. Say thank you. That's all you got to do. Just let them know you are very appreciative of them fucking up your life. You see, that's what you do with these black conservatives now. You see what I'm saying? You just tell them thank you for screwing everything up. That's all you got to do. And they so stupid, they're not even gonna know what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? That's how dumb they are. I'm telling you, I know some of these people. I know them. I talk to them. That's how idiotic they are. You see? And once you learn how they operate, it's easy to deal with them. Because I know people, man, I can't deal. No. You just got to learn how to talk to them, right? I know people right now that all of last year was always preaching about working at a company and they didn't want to pay they didn't want to pay taxes, right? I don't know why everybody don't want to pay taxes. It's crazy best I've ever heard in my life. But you know what they did? They made sure they go find them a good job. And now they disappeared off the face of the earth. They ain't got no problem paying them taxes now. See, it was all fun and games. But now when your stomach started hitting your back and you gotta get some food in that stomach, yeah, you pay them taxes. They are as a first thing, oh, Trump, he gonna fix this. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Now, I'm gonna bring up the tax proposal that's out there, not today. One of these days. And I'm asked, I probably asked DB to explain it to me a little bit, if he will, or him or T if they're willing to come on. And what it does, it shows the percentage of how your taxes are going to go up or down based on the new tax proposal, right? Because everybody be thinking I be lying about this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Just because I don't spend all my time on TikTok or Instagram watching black people fight, right? Because I don't do all that. Right? I don't spend my time joining the red pill group where all they can do is talk bad about black women, but yet they wearing a man purse. But they talk about black women. So I don't spend my time doing that. So I kind of spend my time researching on what affects me, what I need to be going on in my house. See, I ain't like these spicy Republicans. They in everybody's house. They always want to tell everybody what to do. But then the first thing they say, they taking our freedom away. Well, why are you worrying about who he's sleeping with? If they taking your freedom away, you trying to take his freedom away. You see? You got to be careful with these spicy guys, man. They're on a whole nother level. Treacherous is one thing, but these guys are the worst of the worst, right? So let me get to some of these comments here. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see. This Flying Color says, say it again for the people in the cheap seats. Yeah, they come to class late. It's Mario talking about his audio from last week. Here we go. One with the oh, this would just put tariffs on. Oh, yeah, that's right. He just put tariffs on all those import cars. And I'm glad you brought that up. This fool said he's going to keep tariffs on the import cars for the next 4 years. This is what he said. As if that's going to make these people say, we're going to bring this stuff back to the United States on import. Now, if Toyota has never, let me say it this way. Ford, Dodge, Chevrolet, the big three, have always had locations in the United States. And Toyota started selling cars, and they decided it's best for us to put a location in the U.S. And it just, everybody started doing it, right? Because we're consumers. We don't make nothing anymore. So now he's saying import, right? So all the cars they're importing, they're going to put a tariff on that. So who's going to be buying these cars because they're going to pay more money? You already got fools out here right now, and I'm going to say it like it is. You got fools out here right now, literally, and my face froze up on the screen for a minute, literally financing cars for 96 months. 96 months. Y'all think about that. Now, 5 years is 60 months, right? 7 years is 84 months. So now we're doing 96 months. So 8 years. The average person don't even keep a car for 8 years. So what bank is doing all this financing? I really, really need to know, right? And here we go. You're going to do all this tariff. And these dummies that voted for you, they still can't tell you what a tariff is. They keep thinking China's going to pay for it. How is China going to pay for it? Don't work that way. So this man is literally just starting tariff war. And mark my word, he'll walk it back in a minute. Right? He'll walk it back. Just mark my word. Because see, he just says stuff because he know his voters, that's all they want to hear is something idiotic. Because if he tell them the truth, he know what's going to happen to y'all. Remember that skit on David Chappelle when he was supposed to be the racist black guy and he took his hood off, right? And the white people heads started exploding because they found out the truth. That's why he has to do what he do. His supporters, especially the black ones, their head would explode if they found out the truth. You see that he's getting ready to wreck this economy. This is what he's doing. And he'll blame it on Joe Biden, and they'll say it's Joe Biden's fault. We already know the playbook, right? They'll say it was Kamala Harris' fault, like they say all the time. What was her policy? What are you talking about? They're trying to throw that game at you, right? And I'll explain that, how all that works with these idiots. But this is where we're at, right? This notion. You got a guy right now. He's a representative out of Georgia, I believe. And he's pushing a bill through the House to rename Greenland red, white, and blue land. You see how stupid it is, this week, what we got going on right now? Because, see, actions are reflected by leadership. And when you understand that, you see why we have people using a phone app, unsecured, not secured, to text about a war we're getting ready to go into or bombs we're getting ready to drop. You see what I'm saying? See, that's actions reflected by leadership. The leaders are jackass, so they're going to be jackasses. You get me? That's what you got going on right now. So at the end of the day, you know what? This is America. This is the new America, the foolishness that you're getting right now. The new America at the end of the day. This is what you're getting. Because at the end of the day, they're trying to collapse everything. They want to privatize Social Security. They're already talking about trying to privatize the Postal Service. They want to privatize Amtrak. This is all that they want to do. They want to privatize everything. So when y'all get out here and you ain't got these good benefits on these jobs, think of Black Republican. That's what you do. You think of Black Republican or Black conservative, pick your poison. I don't care what you want to say. That's what you do. You just got to thank them and go from there. Let's see what the young man said here. Got about two more questions, two more comments I'm going to put up. And he said, it was crap. That's why they use it all the time. They seem to skip the poor people's speech. Oh, he's talking about MLK. Yeah. Well, Fred Hampton had a poor people's speech too, before they killed him. And the Black Republicans. Y'all know what's so funny? It's a true statement. Me and an older guy, he ain't that old, but he old. We was talking to one of the young guys on the phone one day. This is a while back. And this young guy actually thought the Black Panthers was a gang. Literally. He said the Black Panthers was a gang. Right? And we're like, where you get that from? You know, and not understanding all the good things that the Black Panthers had done. And that's one reason why they killed Fred Hampton, because guess what? Fred Hampton was actually trying to get the black and white together. He was doing a poor people's campaign. And that's why they shot him in his sleep. They said he shot back while he was asleep. Now, if that ain't some BS, I don't know what is. So, but we know these Republicans, they won't tell y'all stuff like that. They won't talk about Thaddeus Stevens. They won't talk about John Brown. Because those are real Republicans. That's who they are. They're real Republicans, not this fake stuff. See, here's what it is. These Black Republicans and white, and I'm talking about one south of the Mason-Dixon line. What they don't understand is they're nothing but Democrats. See, they're the old Democrats of the South. If you look at what they stand for, you'll realize that's what the Democrats used to stand for years ago. That's what they stood for. You see, that's the difference. The Republicans of old is actually running the platform that the Democrats run now. See, this is when we say ideology change, the Southern strategy to switch, but they can't comprehend that. You see what I'm saying? If they really understood it, that's how it would be, right? And let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna really get out of here, because, like I said, I put the call in number up. Nobody never calls. I'm gonna keep it up to somebody does call, and because I want to learn. So if you got something I don't know, tell me, right? I'm not gonna disrespect you if you call in. I don't believe in doing that because I don't agree with you. Just don't call up here getting all spicy. I ain't gonna play that. I'll get you out of here. You gonna act spicy, but to my point, right? I'm tired of you Black conservative and Republicans. I'm just gonna start just leaving it one thing. I keep messing my own self saying that. I'm tired of these black conservatives walking around with Confederate flag shirts on and waving the Confederate flag. And these are younger ones, some older, but younger ones. And not understanding what it represents. Now, me personally, that flag needs to be in a museum. It is a part of history. It is a part of American history. So let's not dismiss that. You ain't gotta like history, but it is what it is, right? That's what that's what we're looking at. Let's see what Mr. Harper put in here. He says, "Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me get the rack to pick up the first load." Oh, no problem. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but hey, if I can help you, brother, I'll help you. And but let me get back to what I said about the Confederate flag thing. And these guys run around these Confederate flag shirts on, these black conservatives, and they would tell you it's not racist, right? And the young white guys or white people down there, these Democrats that are Republicans, will tell you, well, this is my heritage. Okay, I ain't knocking that. But to the black ones, let me teach you on something. Because I'm gonna tell you how to get you, right? They'll say, no, this was the battle flag because it's square versus long and more rectangulish. If I can say that word. And they're wrong. Because the square one was actually an Indian Confederation flag. And if you see the 5 tribes and all that stuff on it. But my point is this. If you go to the vice president of the Confederacy, he specifically states this flag represents the superiority over the inferiority of the Negro. And every state that joined the Confederacy agreed they was only joined to keep slavery. Now, I'm not saying whether I hate slavery or not, that's not the point, but I had to add that in there because these guys are so confused. You see what I'm saying? They're wearing something that shows that they're inferior. They're representing their inferiority by wearing that, right? And they'll try to say, well, I do it to make the libs mad. You ain't making me mad. You just looking like a damn fool. You ain't making me mad at all. You looking like a fool walking around with that on. Because I say it all the time. That flag should be in a museum. People should know about the flag. Why did the South succeed? Why did they want to start their own country? And I agree. Right now, we do need to succeed. We can start with the original 13 and how it was set up. There was a southern region, there was the middle, what they call the southern colonies, the middle colonies, and the northern colonies. We can start that way, and the rest of the country can do what the hell they want to. I'm still down with that. If anybody's with me on it, let me know. But I just had to add that part in there. There's a lot of things I want to touch on, but as usual, I try to stay about an hour and 10 minutes before it's going time. And, we go from there. So with that, I say to everybody, hey, everybody, like I always say, if you see your family, tell them you love them. You don't know when next time you can see them. If you got something going on mentally, get help, especially to my black conservative men, get help. And if y'all want to be a black woman, you could still don't have a problem with that. Just stop beating up on black women, because I know some of y'all want to be a black woman. You're just fighting it. And I get it. I've never been there. Don't know. I can't say I understand, but I believe a man has a right to choose to be what he want to be. If you want to be a spicy black Republican, be all you can be. Go in the army and be all you can be. And with that, like always, I would say to everybody stay prayed up and strapped up. And hey, guess what? We'll be back again next Thursday, God's will. We may do another live before that. I can't promise. But other than that, hey, I'm out. Y'all have a good